Hello students, I welcome you all in our online sessions. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 8 of your NCERT syllabus, and the name of the chapter is Trigonometry. Now this is the first time you are coming across to this chapter, Trigonometry. So we will start from the very basics and we will try to cover each and every sums of your exercise. So without wasting our time, let's proceed to the chapter. Now, if we are heading towards trigonometry, we must know the very first thing regarding trigonometry, that is, what is the meaning of trigonometry? So my first question to you before starting the main chapter, what is trigonometry? What is trigonometry? So trigonometry is a chapter, is a word which comprises of three different words. Like if you break it, you have trigonometry. Trigonometry. Tri means three, gon means side, and metry. What is the meaning of metry? Measurement. Measurement. So if you will make it together all the words, the meaning of trigonometry is a three-side measurement. Now which is that figure which is comprising of a three-side? So you'll have a triangle. You'll have a triangle, right? Triangle is having three sides, right? Particularly three sides. So study of these three sides. If you're studying the three sides, simultaneously you're studying the angle as well, right? So basically trigonometry means study of three sides and three angles of a right angle triangle. Particularly for your syllabus, you have to strictly focus that which triangle we are going to use in this chapter. We are going to use a right angle triangle. So what is the meaning of the trigonometry? The meaning of trigonometry is, it is the branch of mathematics. What is the trigonometry? Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics which deals with the measurement of a three side, that is right angle triangle, where we are studying the sides. We are studying the information regarding the sides and the angles of a right angle triangle. Okay. So basically this trigonometry comprises of trigonometric ratios. There are 6 trigonometric ratios, TR. Now what are those trigonometric ratios? So you have to remember there are 6 trigonometric ratios which has been discovered. The name is sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. Sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. And simultaneously you have to remember cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta. This is the 6 trigonometric ratios. Now why they are called as a ratio, I will explain it later on. But sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta, these are the 6 trigonometric ratios regarding which we are going to collect the information in this chapter. Now, the very first thing that you have to remember, that these pairs, here I have written the pair, sin theta and cosec theta, cos theta and sec theta, and tan theta and cot theta. These 3 pair means one pair includes 2 things. So there are 3 pairs, 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 pairs and these pair are called as opposite pair of trigonometry. Opposite pair of trigonometry. Now what is the meaning of opposite pair? So if you are having the value of one of the trigonometric function, by default you will get the other one. Why? Because they are opposite pair. Opposite pair means what? Like I am using the first one, sin theta. So sin theta is equal to 1 upon cosec theta. Sin theta is equal to 1 upon cosec theta. And because they are opposite, sin theta is equal to reciprocal of cosec theta. And cosec theta is equal to 1 upon sin theta. Right? And if you see the product of these two opposite function, that is Sin theta into cosec theta is equals to 1. Sin theta into cosec theta equals to 1 because they are reciprocal of one another. Like if sin theta is equal to 1 upon 2, cosec theta will be reciprocal. 1 upon 2, what is the reciprocal of 1 upon 2? You are going to get 2. And if you multiply 1 by 2 into 2, if you multiply 1 by 2 into 2, what you are going to get? You are going to get 1. So sin theta is opposite of cosec theta and vice versa, cosec theta is opposite of sin theta. If you multiply these two quantities, sin theta into cosec theta, you are going to get 1. Similarly, so I will write into one bracket. Similarly, your cos theta is equal to 1 upon sec theta and sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta. These two are opposite pair, and if you multiply this opposite pair, cos theta into sec theta, your answer is going to have 1. Remember, this both theta should be equal. Now what is theta? I did not explain what is the meaning of theta. Theta is the angle. Now if I make a right angle here, so this is theta. Theta means angle. Angle between what? Angle between this side and this side is theta. So theta, the meaning of theta is angle, right? And mind well, this all trigonometric function can never be written as only sine. Like you cannot write only sine. It will include some amount of angle, right? So these two are opposite pair. Cos theta is equal to 1 upon sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta, and if you multiply this quantity sec theta into cos theta, you are going to get answer equals to 1. And last, what is the last? Tan theta is equal to 1 upon cot theta, and cot theta is equal to 1 upon tan theta. Similarly, the remaining one is what? Tan theta, it is a reciprocal. What is the pair of tan theta? Cot theta. So tan theta is a reciprocal of cot theta. So tan theta is equal to 1 upon cot theta. Cot theta is equal to 1 upon tan theta. And if we multiply these two quantities, tan theta into cot theta, you are going to get answer equals to 1. Tan theta into cot theta equals to 1. Now, the trigonometry which is derived first, which trigonometric function derived first? Sin theta and cos theta, they derived first. Now, so tan theta is having one formula, that is reciprocal of cot theta. Tan theta is equal to 1 upon cot theta and cot theta is equal to 1 upon tan theta. But this particular tan and cot is having the formula in terms of sin and cos as well. Tan theta means tan theta can also be written as sin theta divided by cos theta. Like you can remember here tan theta. So above sin is there. That's why I want to make you remember in this manner only. You have to remember like sin, cos and then tan. So you can write tan is equal to sin divided by cos. Tan theta is equal to sin theta divided by cos theta. And as cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta, so cot theta can also be written as cos theta divided by sin theta. Cos theta divided by sin theta. So this is basic of trigonometric function. That is, what is the meaning of trigonometric function? Trigonometric function is basically measurement of three sides, that is right angle triangle, that is particularly triangle. But for your 10th standard thing, you have to remember that you are going to use all the trigonometric function only for right angle triangle. Now, how many trigonometric ratios are there? Now, why they are called as ratio? I will explain later on. But how many trigonometric ratios are there? So, there are 6 trigonometric ratios. How you have to remember? So, you have to remember in a pair. Which pair? That is called as opposite pair. Opposite pair of trigonometric function. Why they are opposite? Because if you are having one value, immediately you can get the other value. Like sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. So, cosec theta will be reciprocal of 1 by 2. So, sin is the reciprocal of cosec. Reciprocal means sin theta is going to be 1 upon cosec theta and cosec theta is equal to 1 upon sin theta. As they are reciprocal of each other, if you will multiply these two quantity, sin theta into cosec theta, you are going to get 1. Mind well, both theta should be same. Angle between both sin trigonometric function and cosec trigonometric function should be same. Then the multiplication of these two is going to be 1. Similarly, cos theta is equal to 1 upon sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta. They are opposite pair, cos theta and sec theta. So, if you will multiply these two quantity, you are going to get the answer 1. And last but not the least, tan theta is equal to 1 upon cot theta equal to 1 upon tan theta. So if you multiply these two quantities, tan theta into cot theta, you are going to get answer equals to 1. But the last one, tan and cot, is having the formula in terms of sin and cos. We are calling it as a Brahmastra. When we try to prove the sums, I will use this, that tan theta is equal to sin theta divided by cos theta, and cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta. This much basic information you must have before starting your exercise. Right? Now, let us move towards the next topic. Okay students, if you have understood the basic of trigonometric function properly, that what kind of trigonometric function you are going to come across, so let us move towards a very fresh topic and very first topic of your NCERT syllabus, that is trigonometric function, trigonometric ratio in terms of right angle triangle. In terms of right angle triangle. So that is the second formula you are going to come across. Now, suppose you have drawn a right angle triangle here. Right angle triangle here. I am naming it as a A, B and C. Now, as it is a right angle triangle, one of the angle is going to be 90. I am considering my angle B is 90. Right? Okay. So if B is 90, you can take any angle as theta. Any angle as theta. Let me take angle C as theta. Right? Either I can call it as a theta or simply I can take it as angle as C. Right? Now if I am considering this theta, the side which is just beside your theta is called as adjacent side. Is called as adjacent side. Adjacent. Now the side which is opposite to that of the theta is called as opposite side. Opposite side, right? Because this side is opposite to the angle that I have taken as a theta. And in every case, whether you take as theta here or here, this will always be called as a hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, right? Only change that you will have if you are considering this as theta. So this side will be called as an adjacent side. This side will be called as an opposite side. But this will remain as hypotenuse. Make it very, very clear. Alright. Now I am going to represent my all 6 trigonometric functions that we have learned just a few seconds ago in terms of these sides. Why? Because trigonometry is there. What is the meaning of trigonometry? The meaning of trigonometry is a 3-side measurement. For what triangle? For right angle triangle. So we are going to deal with all the sides in terms of trigonometric ratios. So as I will start from very first thing, sin theta. I will choose one thing from the opposite pair. Like first pair was sin theta and cosec theta. So I will take it sin. From the second pair, that was cos theta and sec theta, I will take it cos, and from the third pair, that is tan and cot, I will take it tan. So the sin theta is equal to, how you can represent sin theta in terms of right angle triangle? You have to remember that sin theta is equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse side. So opposite upon hypotenuse. Now what is opposite side here? If you write sin theta opposite, what is opposite? AB. So AB upon hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse? AC. So sin theta is equal to AB upon AC. Instead of writing sin theta, this thing can also be represented as sin C. Sin C is equal to AB upon AC. Because this theta is which angle? It is angle C only. So instead of writing sin theta, this thing can be represented as sin C as well. That is AB upon AC. I hope it is clear. Right? So sin theta is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. That is the first thing you have to remember. Next thing, the second thing of the second pair, cos theta. So cos theta, if this is opposite upon hypotenuse, it will be adjacent side upon hypotenuse side. adjacent side upon hypotenuse side. So what is the adjacent side to this theta? It is BC. So cos theta is equal to BC upon, what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AC. And this same thing can be represented as cos C is equal to BC upon AC. Because theta can also be written as C. So that is, you have to think, that is the second thing that you have to remember. I hope it is clear. Right? Moving further, that is the last pair that I have taken one thing from each pair, each opposite pair. Now the thing that is remaining is tan theta. So tan theta, I told you, if you have remembered these two, there is a formula of tan theta in terms of sine and cos. What is that? Sine divided by cos. So sine divided by cos, if I make a division here, so this hypotenuse in the denominator and this hypotenuse in the denominator will be cancelled. And what is left? Opposite upon adjacent. So if you remember these two, it is much more easier to remember tan theta. So tan theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite upon adjacent. So that is tan theta is equal to AB upon BC. And this also can be represented as tan C is equal to AB upon BC. Right? So that thing you have to remember. Now if you remember these three things, its opposite is quite easy. Means if sin theta is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse, what is the opposite of sin theta that you have written just a few seconds ago? The opposite of sin theta is nothing but cosec theta. And cosec theta is equal to hypo upon opposite. Right? Whatever sin theta is there, just do the reciprocal. Opposite upon hypo is sine, so hypo upon opposite is going to be your cosec. That thing you have to remember. Right? If cos theta is equal to adjacent upon hypo, what is the opposite of cos? Remember, opposite of cos is sec. So sec theta is adjacent upon hypo, so it will be reciprocal of it, that is hypo upon adjacent. Hypo upon adjacent, that is also you have to remember. And the opposite of tan theta is what? It is cot theta. So if it is opposite upon adjacent, what is the reciprocal of it? It is adjacent upon opposite. Adjacent upon opposite. So that you have to remember. So that's why they are called as ratios, trigonometric ratios, because it is having one value upon second value, one value upon other 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 value. Because they are having two things in the division, they are also called as a trigonometric ratios. Because in the ratios you have a numerator, you are having a denominator. So all these six trigonometric functions are involving numerator and denominator, and that's why they are also called as a trigonometric ratios. Now how they are useful? Why we have to study this? So I am telling you one sentence. If you are having any of the six trigonometric function, if you are having the answer of any six trigonometric function, by considering this formula, you can get, by considering one of the formula, you can get all the remaining 5 Meaning to say that, suppose I have given you sine theta is equal to 3 upon 5. Sine theta is equal to 3 upon 5, and I am telling you to find all the remaining trigonometric ratios. All the remaining except sine, that is tan, cot, cos, sec and cosec. So this concept is very much useful, that if you are having one trigonometric ratio, using this you can find out any other ratio. Just you have to consider, you know that sine theta, if it is 3 by 5, so what is the formula of sine theta? Is it opposite upon hypotenuse? Opposite upon hypotenuse. So opposite is having the multiple of 3, hypotenuse is having 5. Don't take straight away 3, don't take straight away 5. But yes, I can take it as opposite equal to 3x and hypotenuse is equal to 5x. Yes or no? Because there is a ratio. So I can get opposite hypotenuse. So I will make a right angle triangle by my own. I take it this as theta. So this will be my opposite, that is 3x. This will be my hypotenuse 5x. A, B, C. Now I am having a Pythagoras theorem with me. So if I am having two sides of a Pythagoras theorem, you can calculate this one, remaining one. So that will be 25 minus 9, that is 16. If you apply the Pythagoras theorem, this one, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So BC square is equal to AC square minus AB square. What is AC? It is 5x. 5x whole square, 25x square. AB, 3x, that is 9x whole square. That will give you 16x square, BC square. And if you square will go on that side, you have to take it root. So BC will equal to 4x. You are having 4x. Now, if I consider this right angle triangle and this as theta, I am having opposite, I am having hypotenuse, I am having adjacent. I can find all the trigonometric ratios by using this formula. For example, if I have to find out tan theta, so tan theta is nothing but opposite upon adjacent. Opposite upon adjacent, that is 3x upon 4x. 3x upon 4x will give you 3 by 4. Cot theta, adjacent upon opposite, 4x upon 3, that is 4 upon 3. Cos theta, adjacent upon hypotenuse, 4 upon 5, xx will cancel out. So, if you are having one trigonometric ratio, using it you can find all the remaining trigonometric ratios by your own. And that's why this formula is very, very important. Try to note it down, try to pause the video and try to note it down. Make your own good notes, right? And feel free to ask if you are having any kind of doubt. Let us move towards the next topic. So students, you have learned what is the meaning of trigonometry, how many trigonometric ratios are there, what is their opposite pair, what is their formula in terms of their opposite pair, and what is the formula of trigonometric ratios in terms of right angle triangles, right? Now, one more thing that you have to remember, that just you have to note it down for your own information, that range of trigonometric function. Range of trigonometric function. Range means the minimum value and the maximum value. So I will explain it later on also, but for the first exercise, you should remember that sine theta and cos theta, the minimum value is going to be -1. The minimum value they can possess, they can have as -1 or more than that, and 1 or less than that. Means if I represent it, this is on the number line, so this is somewhere -1, this is somewhere 1, right? So the sine theta will include this value -1 and 1 also in between these two values. Means sine and cos cannot have answer beyond 1 or below -1, right? If somebody asking you for what value of theta, sine theta is equal to 2, so here no solution. No solution. It means there are no theta present which will give you sine as 2, because the range of sine and cos both lies in between either -1, 1 or in between these two. So if sine theta and cos theta is having minimum -1 or more than that, 1 or less than that, what is their opposite? So sec theta comma cosec theta, they will have either -1 or less than that. They will have value either -1, means apart from these in between value, they will have this much value, they will have this much value, as well as -1 as well as 1. So sec theta and cosec theta, either they will be having value -1 or less than that, or they will be having value sec theta and cosec theta, either they will be having value 1 or more than that, 1 or -6. Here they will be -1 or less than that, or 1 or less than that, right? Here either they will be, what is the meaning of this sec theta into cosec theta, either -1 or less than that, less than -1, and either they will be having 1 or more than that, right? These you have to remember. Tan theta and cot theta can have any value, any real number. It can take all the values. Tan theta and cot theta can take all the values, right? For 1 mark you have to remember what is the significance of it. I will explain it later on. For a time being, you just remember sine theta and cos theta is having a minimum answer as -1, maximum 1, in between it can take any value. Cos and sec and cosec, that is the reciprocal. Reciprocal of cos is sec, reciprocal of sine is cosec. So the reciprocal of these two will have either -1 or less than that, -1 or less than that, or it will having 1 or more than that. Remaining two is what? Remaining two are what? Tan theta and cot theta. So tan theta and cot theta can take any value from means all the number it can take. So this is what the introduction of trigonometric functions are there. In the next video, that is video lecture number 2 for this chapter, we are going to start the very first exercise, that is your 8.1. Meanwhile, make your notes and start studying it, and whatever doubt is there, any moment you can ask me. Okay, we'll meet in the second video lecture. Till then, bye bye and take care of yourself.